morning, you guys. Good morning. How are all of you doing today? Today happens to be Hump Day Wednesday, y'all. November 20th. It is 6:48 a.m. Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Happy Hump Day. Humble Hump Day. All right. It is a humble day indeed. Woo. Come on back. My back hurts. I got up this morning around 4:45. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna lay back down to 6. And when I sat on the bed to get ready to lay down, I turned, and the minute I did, my back went. I was like, oh, really? Oh, it was painful. And I was just praying. I was just hoping that, it wasn't gonna be one of those all day, I really hurt my back things. I did something. But I don't think it will be. It's a little sore now, but it's all right. I still have my gown on. I didn't feel like it. Yeah, see, it's certain. I move a certain way, certainly a certain way, and I feel it. Oh God, woo, y'all! I've really gotten out of control. I'm not gonna lie. I've just been stuffing my face lately. Man, I was talking to my daughter on the phone yesterday, y'all. Those pork chops that I made were so good. I made 2 for each of the boys and 1 for myself. Come on, Chop. You can do it. Push it open. There you go. Come on. Come on, Chop. Push it open. Come on, come. Come on. Lazy self. I had the door or something put in front of the door, but I didn't have it all the way across, so the door was cracked so that he can get in. All he had to do is push it. He lazy self. So now that he's in here, I shut it and I'm gonna put something all the way across because I can't stand the smells, and my window is just cracked right now, y'all. Yesterday I was working. First, let me finish what I was telling you about pork chops. They was good. I was talking to my daughter, and my stomach was so full because I had ate my little poor boy sausages. That was my intentions. But when I tasted the pork chops, I was like, oh, I had to get one. Well, by the time I was talking to her, I was so full and so uncomfortable. Like, I could hardly breathe. I was so full and uncomfortable. Crazy. Will not do that again. Ever. I forgot what I was going to say. I hate when I do that to myself. Oh, I was working yesterday, y'all. Mind you, because of all the meetings and this, that, and that. Well, it was only one meeting, but so by the time we finished with the training, and then I went on my lunch break. So that's from 12 to 12:30, right? And so when I came back at 12:30, I started working on my list. I had 22 people to do. And then 1:45 is my last break of the day. So technically, I would have started my work at 2. But then we had a meeting at 2. So I didn't really start till about 3. To be honest with you, about 3. Man, I was hauling butt. I got my original therapist. My original rep. We was moving quick, and I was trying my best to get those notes in quick, and everything I had to do, I was able to do. I was just a little late, a little bit past 4. So good. So yesterday, as y'all saw, well, should have seen in the video that I didn't put up yet, but I did go when I got off work. I did put on some pants and stuff, and I walked on over to Leamington, and I got pork chops and stuff, and it was kind of heavy coming back. It was not my intention on getting everything that I did get, and it wasn't a lot, but like I said, for the money that I spent, that I didn't have to spend at Leamington's, I probably would have doubled it at, I would have doubled it at Aldi's, but I also would not have gotten a full chicken that size at Aldi's, and I would not have gotten those many chops at Aldi's for that price, and they were big. And that was the thing, the chops that was in there were big. Like one, to me, was equal to two. They were big. So that's why I only fixed two for them, two for one, two for Lavelle, two for Jeremiah, and one for me, because they were big. And I still have some left. They're in the refrigerator. I'll do those today. And it's still just a little bit of mac left, so I'm not gonna make any macaroni and cheese. I'm not gonna do it or any sides, because it's, like I said, a little bit left. It's enough for the two of them. Lavelle, though, I went in there this morning. He took one of the turkeys out. I'm like, why you take the turkey out? It's super froze. I go, yeah. He was like, Thanksgiving is next week. I go, yeah. You don't take a turkey out now for next week. That don't make sense. I do this all the time. I take the turkey out the night before, usually the night before the night I'm going to cook it. I take it out that day. It's out. And I know my refrigerator and freezer is really cold, but come on. And he was like, no, so I guess he plans on cooking it before Thanksgiving. I don't know, whatever. It's two in there, so if you want to tackle one, go right on. So y'all, let me tell you about a dream that I had. Now, I'm going to try to remember everything I can. The dream was so crazy that when I woke up and I was sitting there, praying, saying my morning prayer, I still felt like I had a kid in my hand. I promise you. I still felt like I had a kid in my hand. So in the dream, all I can remember, the first thing that I can remember, I don't even know if they're connected or not. I honestly just don't remember. I'm just telling you what I do recall. And I recall, the first thing I recall is being in a room or somewhere with a kid. At 1 minute, the kid seemed like a early teenager, and then in the next minute, not much younger. So at 1 minute, it seemed like the kid might have been like maybe 14, 15, something like that. And then at another moment, it seemed like the kid may have been maybe 12, 13. And then I had one moment where it seemed like the kid was 16, 17. So it was really weird. It was fluctuating. And the kid always had like a sweater or something over the hood. And we were talking, and you know how you see some people in videos, and just some people in general, when they doing things, they kind of just rough with it. They throw stuff down. Like if I put lotion on my hand, I get through, I toss it like that. I see a lot of people do that when they doing stuff, and I'm like, just set it. You don't have to be aggressive, with the lotion or anything. Just set it down, put it back. But they do that. A lot of people just, And so that's how this kid was. I was like, why are you throwing stuff? Like, why? What is that? And they was looking at me like, huh? Because it was something normal, something they do all the time. They just aggressive. And in the dream, the kid was doing my nails and ended up popping off my pinky nail. Now, this one I ripped off by mistake. Okay, I just went on and took them nails off because it was just too much. I'm just going to try to grow mines, okay? But so this nail in the dream, the kid ripped it off. Now, they didn't do it on purpose. But I was like, oh my God, what the heck? They were trying to clean the nails, clean under, and just went, and off he went. And they were like, oh, I'm sorry, and I was like, oh my goodness. Then all of a sudden, I'm in a car with what's in the dream is supposed to be my daughter in the dream, okay? We're in a vehicle. I'm not 100% certain where we were going. I know in this dream we were going down Cicero. But we were going down Cicero where, if you go past 34th or something like that, there's that bridge. So, and before you get to that, you got the little mall area and everything. So, we're going down Cicero in this dream. I'm not sure where we were going, but we ended up, I think, was taking her to the doctor's office because she wasn't feeling well. And I'm in this dream. I'm flying down Cicero. Like, I actually in my dream could see I was going so fast, like things were going by. That's how fast I was going. It was crazy. And I could hear her say, like, she looked a little concerned. And I'm like, no, we fine. But at the same time, it was like I was trying to get control. I felt like, okay, this is, for some reason, it was out of control. I was trying to regain control without her knowing that it was out of control. I was like, no, we're fine. But in my mind, it's like, oh my God, this is out of control. So I gained control. And then she was like, since when did the police wait on you? Something she said. And I'm thinking, okay, because I was going fast, I was like, but if that's the case, you got to arrest everybody because I'm keeping up with traffic, basically. And so, sure enough, it's 7 o'clock, you guys. Sure enough, look at Chuck. He cracks me up when he sleeps like that. He just... So, yeah, there was a guy there. At first glance, he had on all black, and a hat. And it was a black guy, an older guy. And he was on the side of the road, if I'm not mistaken, with a barbecue grill, a little one. I'm thinking, why is he on the side of the road with a grill? What is he, why is he? And if I'm trying to remember, y'all, as we go by, I think he said hello or something. I don't know. It's weird because we in the car, I'm flying by, and it's like when we got to that point, it's like slow motion. We get to our destination and we're walking. The guy is with us. He walks up. And, she's talking to him and everything. And I was like, why? You can't talk to everybody. You don't even know who this is or something. And, he's talking to her. She's trying to have a conversation with her. But for some reason, it's like her words are not coming out. And I was like, okay, use your words. It's like she was nervous or I don't know what it was. And he just thought that was the cutest thing. And we were walking outside. But then all of a sudden, we're actually inside like this hospital. And I had a dream before with this same hospital, this setting. And so we're walking and the nurse was there and she was observing. And then my daughter she stops and she runs over to the man and she says, my name is how you doing? And she gave him a hug. I was like, what the hell was this? And like he was like, oh, she got the words out. Like, huh? Like the whole time she was trying to introduce herself. And then it's like when she finally got it out, she got it out. I was confused. And he was like, oh, she's so sweet. And I was like, yeah, my daughter's beautiful. He's like, daughter? She don't look like, oh my God, you're so young to have a daughter. What? But see, I've heard that before when I was back in the day. I know I got old now, but I used to hear it all the time. You don't look like you have 3 kids. And, and so and she was taller than me in this dream. The daughter in my dream was taller than me. She was way, way lighter. She wasn't slower, or like there was nothing wrong. I don't know what was going on in the dream. Okay, I just don't know. And so all of a sudden he's gone, and now she's getting checked. We're getting checked in, but now in addition to her, so in the dream now is the boys and their dad. We're all there now. We're all there now, and so we're checking her in, and the nurse was like, okay, it may be a little bit, and so they gave her, she goes in the bathroom, they give her stuff to put on, and it was like a nice white outfit, scrubs, but it was beautiful. It was beautifully white. And so I'm like, well, which was weird, around the corner of the hospital, this setting was like a, you know how when you go to the movies, and when you first walk in, well, the one on Melrose, when you first walk in, to the left, they have like a little arcade area. So that's how it was. You go in, you turn that corner, and then it's the arcade area. There's like a area a little bit off to the right where you can actually play slots and things like that. And so the kids were excited. They wanted to go. So I asked the nurse, I was like, is it okay if we, if I take the kids over there, and then you guys just give us a call when it's time? She said, yeah. I was like, well, will we be able to hear you in there? Does the intercom go in? She said, no. So that means we would have to keep coming out and check. I was like, okay, no problem. Get in, take all the kids in, and then I come back out to check. And well, actually, before we went in, another nurse, she was talking to us, and it was funny because it was as if she was just tired of working, like she had been there. She's like, and so she had a conversation with us, and then we went in, and she was a redhead. She was a black girl, but it was that brownish red color, like curls, and it was just up, the kind of afro-ish, and she was really pretty in the dream, and she just was talking like it's been a rough day. But she was joking, like cracking jokes about it too. So anyway, we go in. I come back out a little bit later to check, and they're like, oh yeah, you can go ahead and bring her out. I go back in to get her. And then all of a sudden, I have two little kids, two little girls, and I think they needed to be changed or something like. And so I just don't know. I don't know what happened to my daughter at that point. Now I'm dealing with these two kids, and so one I changed, the other one I go to put some really pretty underwear on her, and she didn't like them. She didn't want those particular ones. So instead of her standing there, let's find a pair that you do like, she just started yelling and screaming and acting crazy. And the nurse was like, what's going on? I was like, she don't want this particular underwear. I'm trying to give her another pair. But at this point, she done run off. She acting crazy. She all over the place. One nurse was holding her and talking to her. I was like, please don't feed into her tantrums. I was like, come on, let's go. In the meantime, I'm still holding this other one. And so we get in this room, and she's just acting a fool. And she was like, it ain't gonna, it's not gonna be alright. And I was like, what the? It was the crazy. And it was a little kid. So in this room, and she goes to get ready to run out the room, and I grab her. And technically, I remember grabbing her hair, because it was just like a afro-ish. And I grabbed it from behind, but to them it looks like I'm grabbing her shirt from behind. And I was like, trying to get her to stay put. And everybody's kind of looking and stuff, and I'm trying to shut the door because at this point now I want to just get into her, right? And I woke up. It was so weird. I just all of a sudden these two kids, they just was crazy acting. It's like everybody just went a little cuckoo for some reason. And I don't know ever what happened to the guy. I don't know what happened to my daughter after that, or the boys, or anything. You know, it was just weird. It's like everybody just kind of changed. And I was just like, what the hell is going on? And then it was something else too, but I just cannot recall. It was about changing a light bulb. It was about changing a light bulb in the dream. Two light bulbs needed to be changed. One was easy to get up and change. The second one was not as easy because of where it was located. And you would have to stand on this table. But you're too heavy to stand on this table. And the person that kept trying to change it, it's like between the two of us, I was like, we just have to wait. We just have to wait. But they didn't want to wait. And eventually the table cracked or something. It was something weird about the light bulb. Something about the light bulb. I don't know. That coffee is good. I'm going to have to make a second cup because I'm almost done with this. And it's not even super hot no more. I don't know why. I guess it's really cold. Alexa said it was going to be in the 30s today. So good. So yeah, that was my my morning, my dream. Really weird. That's all I can say. It's just really weird. And I promise, when I woke up, I felt like I was still holding a kid. It was just so weird, y'all. It was just so weird. It was so weird. Like, on the way there, things were trying to get out of control, and I was trying to get control of the situation. And it ended up with me trying to get control of a situation. Like, the kids were just wilding. And I don't even think they were mine. I don't know who kids they were. To be honest with you, I don't even know. Like I said, it was my daughter, and she was much older in this dream, even though at times it didn't seem like it. And then all of a sudden, after I get her to the hospital, I ended up with the boys, but I never saw their faces. I know it was them. The dad in the dream, as a matter of fact, when I went to go back in this little arcade area, the dad in the dream was sitting outside, like he was guarding the area, reading the newspaper or something, in his chair, just kind of laid back. And I'm just like, everything all of a sudden just seemed weird. When I left out of there to go and check to see if it was time for her to be seen, when I came back, everything after that, it seemed like just switched up, like it was a whole nother program that I missed. It was, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I do know it was a dream. It was a crazy dream. And I just think, for all the moms out there, all the dads, all the grandparents, all the guardians who are watching children that may be a bit difficult, or whatever the case may be, my prayers go out. Trust God. Continue to pray for strength and guidance and control when needed, and just watch over them as much as you can, because this guy in the dream, although he seemed very nice, first of all, the first time seeing him, he had on black. He was on the side of the road with a grill, and he just seemed weird, mysterious, had a hat on. Like, all of a sudden, he no longer has on this color. He's where we are, having a whole conversation, like a normal person. Seemed like a totally different person. It's just, it's weird. It's very weird. There's predators everywhere. Could have been an angel, could have not been. Could have been there to make things crazy and hectic. I don't know. I do know that God is good. And I do know that never give up. Never give up. I don't care how how hard it seems at the time. I don't care what's going on. Just don't give up. Continue trusting God. Continue listening for God. And continue to try to move forward with every step, doing the best that you can. And God will eventually step in there and do what you can't do. He will take over. He's there with you. Every step you take, He's taking one right along with you. Like, He's there with you. It may not seem like it, but He is. You know, yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's just, you know, it was just a strange dream, and that's all I can say behind it. All I can do is pray for strength for everybody. That's all, because everybody's going through something. As I say all the time, a lot of people are dealing with, you know, children who are out of control for whatever reason, be it mentally, emotionally, physically. You know, there are a lot of people dealing with children like that, young and older. You know, some have children that are much older with issues, and they're trying to be there for them, help them, guide them. You know, you're just trying to be and do the best that you can. And sometimes things can be flying. It can just seem crazy, and you know, but you just gotta stop. You gotta try to regain that control, that peace. Because if your man all over, you can't help them. Your man is all over and it's chaotic. They're going to be chaotic as well, right? Just like the saying, a clean house equals a clean mind. In other words, and this is how I feel, when you, for example, get into somebody's car, right? And their car is just junk everywhere. Like, it's like stepping into a garbage can on wheels, okay? All of that clutter and that whatever. To me, when you get in a car like that, that person's mind is like that. It's full of garbage, it's full of clutter, it's full of this and that, and just chaos and unorganization. That's how that person's mind is to me when I see something like that. And I could be 100% incorrect. Again, this is just my opinion, which I am entitled to. But just that's how I would feel. Like me, and that's how I feel about your home where you lay your head. If it is a mess, if it is chaotic, I feel like that's because your mind is. And that's why I feel so strongly, like when my house is clean, man, I feel rested, you know, especially on the weekend when you get up and the sun is shining, it's quiet, it's beautiful, you don't have to work, you make your coffee and you just sit on the couch and just take a minute. That's calming, that's relaxing, you know, and it's peaceful, it's beautiful, and I love that, you know, and I just love that feeling. For me, and that's every day. When I get up every day, I do some of the same things, because like today, the only thing I had to go in there and wash was the dishes from yesterday. That was it, because I wash as I'm cooking, I'm cleaning as I go along, so that when I am done, that's all I have to deal with is what we use to eat out of. Now, I usually do it that night if I'm just super tired, which I was yesterday. I'll get it in the morning, which is what I did this morning. And to be honest with you, I wasn't even going to this morning. I was going to wait till later, but I was like, well, since I'm waiting for my coffee to brew, go on and get the dishes knocked out. And that's what I did. It was, and I remember counting too. It was 2 forks, 1 big spoon that they use for the macaroni, which I don't know why. It was probably Jeremiah. He the only one who seems to do that. The plate with the pork chops, gone. There was no chops in there at all, just the crumbs. So that went in the crumbs and things went in the garbage. Plate went in the sink. So there was 1, 2, 3. There was 3 plates, a top, 2 forks, a bowl. That was it. It wasn't even no cups. That That was it. That was it. Washed them dishes, put them up, swept the floor, made my coffee, and that was it. In my kitchen, it's clean, it's beautiful, it smells good. I get up in the morning, I'm spraying my house, right? I spray my room because I like that fresh smell and that calmness, that peace. You know, the Lord woke me up this morning, right? Sheltered, clothed, in my right mind, have a job that I can just roll out of bed and go to. You know, I get up, I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I get myself together, I put on my clothes or leave my gown on. It's up to me. And today I decided to leave my gown on. I didn't want to put on anything. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It really is. And I'm just so grateful. Y'all hear me say it all the time. But that's because I do believe in giving God the praise, the glory, because it is God. It is not me. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get in here. 7:18. Already restarted. I'm going to go ahead and get set up. But first, I'm going to heat up my coffee because, yeah, she done got cold on me. I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit that I got left in there in this cup. Heat it up because I like it hot, especially if I'm going to be sitting there and I'm working. And it's chilly, so therefore it's going to get, cool quick. Alright, unplug this. My work phone is charged, so I'll be able to log in. I'm going to go ahead and put everything on silence and get started. So you guys have an amazing, humbling hump day, weirdest day. Remember to say your prayers, not just for your family, friends, and loved ones, but all your brothers and sisters in Christ. Remember to treat people the way the Lord would. And continue to expect great things to happen to you, through you, and for you. Okay? I'm expecting that each and every day, for me, for everyone around me, for all my brothers and sisters in Christ, for you all. Okay? All right. I'll talk to you guys later at 7:20. I want to be in that chair by 7:25. I should actually be logging in now. But I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now. Hey everybody, it is 5:39 p.m. and I done been off work to the store and back. I done took the garbage out. I done swept and mopped the floor. I done changed the cat litter. And now I am cooking. I have some water boiling because I'm gonna make some rice. I have pork chops. 2 of them from yesterday, and so far 2 from today. This has to go in. I didn't quite do it like yesterday, but I think it'll be alright. I just be afraid of over seasoning salt wise. So yeah, I'm done with the kitchen. Except the food is cooking. Chapo in here running around and jumping off the walls, literally flipping and jumping. Like I thought somebody was in here with me, y'all. I was walking and looking back behind myself because this nut was just doing a lot. Seriously doing a lot, man. So yeah, hope you guys night. Look. He was just about to run. He was running. He was just about to jump up here, but he realized I was sitting here. If he had jumped on me and put them claws on me, I swear, he'd have been outside. Okay, I left my phone in the kitchen. Oh well. But yeah, guys, I'm tired. I had a pretty good day. Training was, pretty good today. A lot of learning hubs we had to Tomorrow will be a lot more hands-on, where they're watching you. You're actually kind of taking calls. That's what I'm a little nervous of, because we're doing a lot of learning hubs and things, but it's not the same as actually, doing it, right? So different scenarios and things I guess we're going to do tomorrow. So just got to do it, right? I think this is the last week as far as training, this part of the training. The next week or so, I think we'll be doing like what's called nesting, where we'll be actually working as PSRs. We'll be assigned to someone, and we'll be taking calls with them. First listening to the calls, how they flow, and then start taking calls ourselves. Yeah, so, yeah. I think I may let my supervisor know that after training on Friday, I may leave early, so the batch that I would normally have on Friday, they'll have to give it to someone else. My sister said to let her know ahead of time, a day ahead of time, if we're gonna need the car, and we might need it Friday. We'll see. My face is so rashy, y'all. Oh my God. I came in and I just put water on my face because I was outside. I gotta do something with this hair. Oh my goodness, y'all. I have to. It needs to be colored. It needs to be retwisted, braided, whatever I'm gonna do with it. It needs to be done. And I need to get that done as soon as possible. It's really cold out there. Like, I just feel horrible, that they out there on bikes in this weather. And not just them, but anybody that's out there having to get to and from and do what they gotta do in this weather on bikes or walking or whatever. I just hate it so much. But I guess it'll teach us to do what we gotta do and stay on top, stay focused, so that we're not having to go through things like this, But my prayers go out to everyone who's out there, y'all. It's chilly. If you have to be out there for a long period of time, it's chilly. It's definitely chilly. I got 2 scratch-offs for $1 when I was coming out of the store. I've never been like super blessed when it comes down to these things, but you never know. And anyway, I feel like at Leamington's, it probably ain't none of them winners. They probably ain't trying to send no winners coming up out of their store. They just want people to spend their money trying. But anyway, guys, it is 5:45. And I am going to try to get, more videos out to you guys. I have a lot that has to go out. I just need to review it and title it and upload them for you guys. And then I have some that definitely need to be worked on, like a lot. I used to do them the same day, meaning whatever I did that day, I will upload and get it out. But I have not been doing that at all. Just wanted to double check before I rip these up. It was only 2. A 7-Eleven 21 and a holiday, cash holiday thing where you had to match 3. I didn't get either one. Oh, my back hurt. Well, I can say this. At least I felt like, at least when they come home, the house is warm. Nice meal will be waiting. Not just a nice hot meal, but a good meal, you know, will be waiting. And that's just me. I've always been that way. Definitely don't have to worry about that. See my chop, y'all. Beautiful. Put it over in there. And I didn't even cook them all. Put some in the refrigerator for tomorrow. I'm doing it this way because so it can be more like, you know, deep fried. Okay, and let's go ahead and get this rice on. Usually I will put oil in with my rice. I didn't feel like doing all that today. I'm not gonna cook no whole lot of rice. Not gonna do a whole lot of rice. Whoop. They say if you put oil around here, it will keep it from overflowing, the water from bubbling up. I'm just gonna turn it down. How about that? I'm just going to turn it down. Also, I'm going to make a can of corn to go with it. And that's it. And there's a little bit of mac and cheese left. So, what turkeys are from where? Okay. Alright, you guys. So, I'm going to talk to you later. I'm going to go ahead and try to get some videos done. And I'll be back to y'all when the food is done.